Welcome to Ketchikan!
Hey, our last Alaska port on this cruise.
And we're finding the early mornings hard going now. It's about 7:10. We're not even going to go to breakfast, we're just going to grab something out because we have to get a shuttle bus from Ward Cove, which is where NCL docks, into Ketchikan, and it's 7 miles. It might be that we change our mind and do something here if there's some tours or things on offer, but I think we're going to get the shuttle bus into Ketchikan.
And also, hope you can hear us over the industrial noise behind us. When we're in Ketchikan, we might try one of those dough cinnamon things, whose name I can't remember, but I'm sure I'll find out when we get there. Come with us.
Well, as the thumbnail of this video says, the day does end in chaos, although it didn't start that way. It started pretty well, although we did also find that the dough things that we were after are in Skagway and not in Ketchikan.
Yeah, stick around to the end. It wasn't just chaos in Ketchikan, it was chaos on the ship when we get back. You'll see what we mean later. It's good that they have this rain cover though. I'd like to do that.
When you come off the ship, you enter the building, which is called the Mill at Ward Cove, and there are some excellent shopping opportunities here. So if you don't fancy going into the town proper, you could just make a morning of staying here. The scenery around Ward Cove is also beautiful, so I imagine it's very nice if you just want to go. Oh, there's stuck walls.
Go right down this way.
We'll come back here.
Yeah.
At the end. This is great.
These are nice.
I like the Tongass National Forest t-shirt.
They're nice.
Morning.
Good morning. Thank you very much.
Good morning, guys. Welcome to Ketchikan.
Good morning.
Morning.
Nice wheel.
Thank you. Morning.
Morning. Right, this is a proper school bus. Yeah, this is just like the school buses when I was a kid. It's the seats. The seats are exactly the same. Well, that's to be expected, really. And the ceiling.
The drive from the mill at Ward Cove into Ketchikan is really, really nice. Our driver was a Yupik Eskimo called Jonathan, and I remember that not because his name was so memorable, but because he actually commented on one of our past videos. If you missed that video, we'll link it in the description below. And this is Jonathan singing to us.
Hey, hey, hey. And that is just a short version of a song that's sung in my native language, which is Yupik.
And this is just nice. This is quite nice down here, isn't it? Oh, that would be fun.
I would like to do that. So where are the ships docked here?
Yeah.
And we have to take
Yeah.
a shuttle.
NCL runs Ward Cove. It belongs to NCL, but other ships were docked here.
So there's 8,000 people that live here year-round. It's the 4th largest city in Alaska.
As we said before, we had no real concrete plans in Ketchikan, no excursions booked, but that was about to change.
I want to do the Lumberjack show.
What?
So that was really easy.
We're
We
not
just
going to
booked it
McDonald's.
online, sitting here under the awning.
About the edge, espresso and coffee. They might have something
$45,
there.
something like that per person. I'm really looking forward to this. Really looking forward to it.
So So we booked our tickets for the Lumberjack show, but we still hadn't found anywhere to have breakfast. And as we'd found out already, you couldn't get the dough things, they were in Skagway. So we looked around and headed to a local coffee shop that we found called Local Grounds. And we'll put a link to Local Grounds in the description below.
So we're in Local Grounds, which is a cafe right across from, well, not right across, but very near to the Lumberjack show. Cool.
Little thank you stickers.
Oh. Everything bagel with cream cheese.
Oh my god, this is really
Alaska
good.
smoked salmon.
Smoked salmon cream cheese. Like in it. Quite cute little hoodies.
Yeah, this is a really cool place, and they got
Yeah.
really cool
Like, I
merch.
like these hoodies.
Oh yeah,
They've
I
got
like
Local
that.
Grounds on the back. Ketchikan,
I'll try that.
Alaska. I don't know, the prices are over there. There's no point going to a fish ladder because the fish aren't there.
Where's Creek Street? Oh, to the right.
National Historic.
We're going to Creek Street.
It's very handy that most of the sidewalks are covered, being in the rainforest and all. So this is where you see the salmon in season. Not today. You can go up that walkway and look down at it. It's still cool to be around, even in the rain. Oop. Even with works going on.
So in the summer, the salmon will be swimming upstream here. It's a really good viewing point, and the steps are called the salmon steps because apparently you can see it really clearly. This is why there's so many bears in the area, because it's easy for them to fish the salmon out. To Creek Street. For half a century, this house, like so many on the creek, was part of Ketchikan's notorious red light district, where both fish and men came upstream to spawn. The fish once, many of the men repeatedly. It was called the worst pest hole in America, this area.
Where?
In the 1920s.
Oh. And now it's the captain's lady.
And now there's some cute shops, and you can go in Dolly's house, but it's $10 to go in.
See, you get to do chopping, and pole climbing, and sawing in here.
One right there, sitting to the right here.
Up and to the right, yeah? Thank you.
How's it going, y'all? Grab
All right.
slides up there, okay? We got both
Thank
sides.
you.
Although we got really good seats booking last minute on the day, I really wouldn't recommend it for the Lumberjack show. This was the first show of the season, but they tend to get really booked up.
It's the music.
We're here to see some rather fit young gentlemen shimmy up a pole and balance on a log.
So I'm going to be very busy. So Beth just said she's always seen this on YouTube and thought everybody was cold.
Yeah, I assume that you just sat in the freezing cold, but they have really powerful heaters.
Yeah, the heater's really powerful. Nice and toasty. It looks like this is going to be the US side versus the Canadian side. I don't know if that's true. We'll find out.
Well, there's American flags and Canadian flags, so I think that's what they're going to do.
Tomorrow, you'll be in Canada for the first time ever. In Victoria.
All right, so we got some rowdy Canadians over there, but everybody on this side, I'm sure you've already put it together. As you can see, we've got that American flag waving over there. Well, that is going to be for the Spruce Mill logging camp.
It's really coincidental we sat on the American side. So it's pretty much full. We're in the first of the season, but it is pretty much full. We arrived at about 35 minutes before the show to get these seats. What do you think of the Lumberjack show?
Yeah, it was fun.
Are you glad you went?
I'm glad I went.
You didn't want to.
I now never need to see another Lumberjack show.
No, of course not.
Bit one and done, but
It's a one-time deal.
Now
Yeah,
we're
back.
walking back to the shuttle.
Last shuttle
15
is in
minutes
15
before our
minutes.
shuttle goes.
Hopefully
Very
we don't
short
get left
morning
behind.
in port, but fine. Sun's coming out.
It's gorgeous.
The trade-off when you come this time of year is that there's not many people around, but it's cold and not everything's open. The whole town's to ourselves.
Yeah, it is nice. It's sad to be leaving Alaska.
So with 10 minutes to go to the very last shuttle, it didn't look like we were going to be going in the next 10 minutes. There were hundreds, if not thousands of people waiting. This is kind of from when it went downhill.
We did get back in the end, to be fair, in NCL, but the chaos did not stop there. So we've just come back to the ship.
It's 1 o'clock. The main dining rooms, Savor and Taste, are open on the schedule. They're open until 1:30. We came back to this, so we basically were turned away until to go to the Garden Cafe. The Garden Cafe will be much the same, but we'll find that out in a minute. Awful. I've never been turned away on a cruise ship from a dining venue. And if you think I'm upset about it, wait till you hear from Beth.
So we just got back on board, which was chaos in itself because there's just too many passengers trying to get on at any one time because Norwegian has just not given us enough time in port for everybody to do everything they need and want to do. Took about 45 minutes to get back on the shuttles. Tried to get into the main dining rooms. The two tiny ones are open. There were 20 tables ahead. They wouldn't even take any more reservations. The buffet's chaos. Who knows where we're going to eat? Please, Norwegian cruisers, tell me, is this normal? Because we have a cruise booked to Christmas and now I'm really worried that it's going to be like this. So if it's not on the pre-mail, please tell me that it's going to be different because right now I'm really worried about Annex Christmas Cruise on Norwegian. We have other cruises, but with other cruise lines we've never had this level of dysfunction on a cruise line ever. And I used to work for Costa. Yeah.
Told you she'd be angry.
What did you say?
And then this is the local. With that line. Probably isn't even open, but let's have a look. I kind of resent paying for it if we have to. It's empty. Doesn't smell like food. Yeah, nothing. Empty. Because it's not open.
There were no tables inside the buffet or even outside on the deck, and the American diner was also full, so we went to the observatory, grabbed some snacks and took them back to the cabin to watch sail away. Oh, it's very pretty though.
It's gorgeous. Look at that cabin or house on its own island. So we managed to escape the buffet by going to the, pardon me, by going to the ocean, no, sorry, observation lounge. Let's sit and watch sail away.
You go, we've got a table.
From here. Beth's already got started.
I'm making my own.
It's a day of coughing. Go on.
I'm going to make my own afternoon tea. It's whipped cream, it's not clotted cream, but hey ho.
Oh, you're roughing it. Oh. Oh, man. Pardon me for talking with my mouth full, but this was... Oh. So, I've got to swallow it just so I can talk, but I'm not having any more. This is green tea cheesecake. And man, I don't know where the cheesecake part comes in, but you can taste every bit of green tea, every leaf. And it's about as tasty as it looks. Oh, that's the worst thing I've had on a cruise ship, ever. Next stop, Canada. Overall, we had a fantastic morning in Ketchikan, despite some hiccups when we got back on the ship. We'll see you next time in Victoria, British Columbia, Canada.
My first time to Canada.
And the kids' first time.
Yeah, but my first time.
Okay.